Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? We're back with the final round of qualifying matches in the Nations League. So in this ASMR football video, we're going to predict the final two match days, and I'm going to give my thoughts on what the scores are going to be, who's going to qualify from League A to the final stages, who's going to get relegated, and then we'll talk about B, the promotions and relegations, same for C, and lastly for little old D at the bottom. Do interact with the video, give me a comment, and let me know if you agree or disagree with my thoughts, my predictions, and tell me why. Okay, should we get going? So currently we've got Portugal sat atop, Croatia in second, Poland in third, and Scotland in fourth. Italy atop, then France, then Belgium, and then Israel. Still haven't got any points in that tough group. Germany, Netherlands, Hungary on the same points, and Bosnia. And lastly Spain, Denmark, Serbia and Switzerland. Okay, so let's have a little think. Who's going to do what? Fixtures. Belgium, Italy. I think Belgium at home will be quite good. Italy, however, are playing excellently at the minute. So it's either going to be a draw. I think Italy can definitely get the win, but I think Belgium could also get the win. Kevin De Bruyne is not fully fit, is he? And that really matters for Belgium. They really miss him when he doesn't play, obviously, because he's got such amazing talent. I'm going to sit on the fence here and say that's going to be a draw. And France against Israel. Mbappe hasn't been called up, has he, to this round of matches, but nevertheless, it's not like he's playing brilliantly anyway. I think France will miss him, but I think they've got enough at home to beat Israel. Denmark, Spain could be interesting. It's either going to be like just an easy Spanish win, or my Danish subscribers are convincing me that they've got something going on at the minute with this team, so maybe Denmark can get a draw, but I think the most likely result is that Spain will win. As for me, they're the best team in the world at the minute. Portugal, Poland will be entertaining. I think this Polish team have got new tactics and they're a lot more exciting than they used to be. But I highly rate this Portugal team, so I think Portugal will win. But Poland, it might be like a 3-2. Scotland, Croatia, I think Scotland, I've got to try and get something as the last chance saloon for them. They're practically out of the promotion, or the second spot which Croatia currently holds. But if they can get into the relegation playoff rather than just a straight relegation, then that will be ideal. However, I do think they can get a point. Croatia can, the way this Scotland play, I think they can maybe push Croatia into getting a draw. And I think if they get a draw in this one, then Scotland against Poland in the last match, they are away from home. Okay, so maybe if they think draw at home and then try and win in Poland, then Scotland will stay up and get in the relegation playoff. So I think they need to aim for a draw. Switzerland, Serbia, always an entertaining match between these two. Probably a draw, but at the minute, based on form, I'd say that Serbia have the greater likelihood of winning. Even it'll be a draw. Okay, next up, Germany against Bosnia. This German team are one of the best in Europe at the minute, and therefore the world, so I can't see them slipping up here. Netherlands-Hungary is very important, because if Hungary win, then the Netherlands all of a sudden are in the relegation spot, because these two are drawing on points. With one game left, although the Dutch have played Germany twice now. So I think at home they should be okay, but if it's a draw, then it leaves it down to the final match day. I think the Dutch need to try and beat Hungary there at home. Okay, next up, in the second match day, Israel against Belgium. Israel seemed to start well, they maybe will score early and then they sort of collapse in the second half, so maybe 2-1, 3-1 Belgium win. But Israel to impress in the first half and then fade away, which is what they've been doing so far. Okay, next up, Italy-France, which should be an absolute doozy. I think Italy have got enough to win this match, and I think they will. Actually, I think they'll win at home, which will be so amazing for them, such a resurgence. But this French team at the minute is just missing something. Maybe it's Mbappe, maybe it's something else, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think Italy have got more of an X factor at the moment. So I'm saying Italy to win. And then Croatia-Portugal. I think Croatia will put up a really good fight against an excellent Portuguese team. Maybe at home they can get a draw and be the first. Well, no, actually Portugal have dropped points already. They dropped them to Scotland. But I don't think anyone's going to beat these until they get maybe to the final or the semi-final of the league playoff tournament. Poland-Scotland, I said Poland, but this is going to be really good to watch because Scotland have got to go for the win, so they're just going to have to throw themselves at Poland, and Poland have got to not lose if the other result went their way, like I said, because the minute Poland have 4 points and Scotland have 1, so if they draw with Scotland they've only got 2, and so anything except for a win keeps Poland in the relegation playoff and not just an automatic relegation. So means that Poland can attack on the counter-attack. It should be a really entertaining match. I think it'll probably end up in a draw. Sorry Scotland, but my fingers are crossed for you. I hope the best team wins. Quite exciting all the same. That's what we like about this tournament, is getting down to the sort of exciting part. Serbia-Denmark. Probably most likely result is a draw. If one team had to win, I'd say it's Denmark at the minute. And then Spain, I think, will easily beat Switzerland. I think, unfortunately, Switzerland are going to get automatically relegated. And then last two, Bosnia and Netherlands. I think Netherlands will win that one. Maybe Bosnia will score, but I think Netherlands will win 2 or 3-1. And Hungary-Germany, always an entertaining match. I think at the minute Germany will win this match. So what does that mean for the groups? I think Portugal will finish top, Croatia second, Poland third, Scotland fourth, Italy top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, France will be second, Belgium third, Israel bottom. Germany top. I think that'll stay the same, although it's the closest group. So Netherlands second, Hungary third, and Bosnia down. And then I think that'll also stay the same, but very much is in Serbia's hands. Okay, should we look at Group B then? So I obviously have vested interests here as a Welshman. Very exciting time for Welsh football. Let's look at the rest of them though. So this group, some of the groups in Group B I said were going to be very tight, and I've been proven right because Czechia were bottom in the last window, and then after a very good window, 4 points, they are now top. So they're top, Georgia second, Albania third, Ukraine fourth, even though Ukraine got 4 points. So there's only 3 points between top and bottom. So yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. I think Ukraine might be okay. I think they might stay up. But at this point in time, even Czechia can still go down automatically. Such a weird group. Okay, Greece, obviously, they can't go down now. Have they done enough to finish top? They've got England next at home because they beat them in Wembley. If they get a draw in that match, then I think that's enough. They can't be caught. So I think they're more likely to get the automatic promotion than England at the minute. England have got to go to Greece and win, which isn't always good for England. They can get a result anywhere, but if you say to them they have to win, sometimes they find it a little bit tricky. Ireland in pole position to get the relegation playoff and not automatic relegation. Norway, Austria and Slovenia all with the same points. Kazakhstan almost surely down. In fact, I think mathematically they might be down. So obviously anything can happen in this very tight group. And then lastly, Turkey, Cymru, Turkey and Wales, Iceland and Montenegro. Montenegro are not down yet, but obviously they have been a difficult opponent. So we'll see how they do. They got Wales in the last match. Let's have a look at the fixtures then. So we've got Kazakhstan, Austria. Austria will win that one. Even if it's away to Kazakhstan, I think it'll be tricky, but I think they'll win it. Greece, England. I think Greece will draw. And I think that means that Greece will top the group. Ireland, Finland. I think Ireland will win. They've started to gather a lot more momentum. Slovenia, Norway. Anything can happen between the teams in that group. I think Slovenia could win, but the most likely outcome is a draw. Georgia, Ukraine. I think Ukraine can win. Albania won out in Georgia, I believe, recently. Did they? Am I talking nonsense? Georgia lost to Ukraine, and Georgia. Oh no, Georgia won in Albania. Maybe I'm talking complete nonsense. So I think Ukraine can win. Montenegro, Iceland. What I've seen from this Iceland team, I think that they're actually a lot better than people give them credit for, so I think they're going to win. And I've got an eye on them as a Welshman that if this window goes a bit badly, they could steal second spot. Turkey, Wales. I think the most likely outcome is a Turkish win, but I think that Wales are going to have to get a draw. However, as far as what in the press what's happening is Wales are going for the win, which I think is very ambitious. But we do have a couple of players back from injury, like Dan James and David Brooks. So, and Harry Wilson's playing really well at the minute, so it's possible, but it's very difficult. But it's nice to hear. It's nice to say that we think that we can get a win, and that's the conversation that's happening in the Welsh camp. So bring it on. I think the most likely outcome is a Turkish win, and I would be happy with a draw, to be honest. Albania, Czechia, I think, again, really difficult group to predict. I can't, probably a draw. But I think maybe Czechia at the minute have got more chance of winning. Austria, Slovenia, I think Austria to win at home. England, Ireland, England to win at Wembley. Finland, Greece to win. Norway, Kazakhstan, Norway to win. Albania, Ukraine again, very tricky. And Czechia, Georgia. I find it awfully difficult to predict what happens in this group, but if I had to say, I'd say maybe Ukraine and Czechia to get the wins, which probably means that Georgia and Albania will. But they're both really good counter-attacking teams, so it's very difficult to predict their results. Montenegro, Turkey to win, and Wales, Iceland. Because we're at home, I think we can win, but they outclassed us they outdid us in the tactics in the second half. And they deserve to win, so I'm worried about them. And I think that being at home, we need to really do our best to beat them. So it could be a very tricky window. I thought that Montenegro had Wales last, but we played them twice already. Silly me. Yeah, so Iceland will go to this match thinking, do you know what? I think we can get second place. Because that's dangerous for us. We need to get second place. Okay. So what's that mean? I think Czechia will finish top and Ukraine will finish second. I think Georgia and then Albania will go down. Greece top, England second. This will stay the same. For this group, I think Austria will top and Norway comes second. But it might go down to goal difference. And then this one I think will stay the same. I hope it stays the same. We've got maybe enough of a buffer there, 4 points, to get second spot. Let's take a look at Group C then. Or League C, excuse me. Okay, currently tied at first place Sweden and Slovakia, Estonia and then Azerbaijan. They're automatically down. Azerbaijan, Estonia, I think mathematically probably could do it, but can't. No, they can't. It's 7 points. It's not possible. They're down. Romania top, Kosovo second, Cyprus, Lithuania bottom, Northern Ireland top, Belarus, Bulgaria and Luxembourg surprisingly bottom, North Macedonia and then Armenia and Latvia quite shockingly tying for second, and Faroe Islands, who I thought would do much better, are bottom. Okay, so Armenia, Faroes, I think Armenia will win. North Macedonia, Latvia, I think North Macedonia will win. Cyprus, Lithuania, Cyprus to win. Luxembourg, Bulgaria, draw. Northern Ireland, Belarus, and Northern Ireland win now that they know they're playing at home, because they didn't think that Belarusians would get visas to come into the UK. Romania, Kosovo, Romania to win, but it'll be tight. Azerbaijan, Estonia, I think Azerbaijan might get their first points here, maybe a draw. Sweden, Slovakia, wow, that's going to be a big game. I think as they're at home, maybe Sweden to win, but Slovakia are a very good team. Latvia, Armenia, I think Armenia to win. North Macedonia, Faroes, North Macedonia to win. Bulgaria, Belarus to win. Sorry, Bulgaria to win, excuse me. Kosovo, Lithuania, Kosovo to win. Luxembourg, Northern Ireland to win. Romania, Cyprus, Romania to win. And then Slovakia to beat Estonia and Sweden to beat Azerbaijan, which means Sweden and Slovakia will go up. Goal difference is going to be the dependent, or well, the home game for Sweden against Slovakia will be the decider. Romania, I think that'll stay the same. I think Bulgaria will move above Belarus in this group, but Northern Ireland will stay top. And I think this will stay the same. Remember to write me a comment and let me know if you disagree. Okay, very lastly, the super exciting League D, Gibraltar, San Marino, Liechtenstein, Moldova, Malta and Andorra. Last match is San Marino, Gibraltar. I think it's probably going to be a draw, but that means that San Marino gets some points. Andorra, Moldova to win. Liechtenstein, San Marino. This is another game that San Marino can get points in, so maybe again points. Malta, Andorra, Malta to win. So I think that means that these two are going to go into goal difference to see who's top. And I think, oh my god, can San Marino finish top? They can. If they draw there and they win that, Gibraltar have only got one game, but San Marino's got two. Oh my god, San Marino might get promoted. Wow, that's exciting. Okay, and very quickly then, should we pop over to South America to look at the fixtures? We got Argentina top, Colombia second, Uruguay third, Brazil fourth. Then Ecuador and Paraguay making up the automatic spots. Playoff spot to Bolivia. Currently Venezuela, Peru and Chile out of contention for the World Cup. Matches coming up soon, Venezuela, Brazil. I think Brazil to win narrowly. Paraguay, Argentina to win narrowly. Ecuador, Bolivia, Ecuador to win. Uruguay, Colombia, going to be a good match. I think a draw. Peru, Chile, maybe a draw there as well. And then Tuesday, Bolivia to win against Paraguay because Bolivia can't lose at home. It's so high in the Andes that teams just can't breathe up there. They can beat Brazil up in their capital. And Colombia, Ecuador, I think Colombia to win. And then on Wednesday, Argentina, Peru, Argentina to win. Chile, Venezuela. Venezuela might sneak a win here. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Brazil, Uruguay. Do you know, Uruguay will go to that match thinking that they can get a win. Maybe they'll get a draw. But they are looking really good at the minute. I'm quite excited about the change in sort of Colombia, Uruguay looking really good, and Venezuela catching up with the rest of them, and to an extent Bolivia as well. Okay, and lastly, we've got Asian qualifiers, the AFC. I don't think we have CAF qualifiers, do we? Wednesday, no, March it kicks off for them. So the AFC then. So in Group A, Iran and Uzbekistan tying for top, which is important because Uzbekistan have never been to a World Cup. UAE, Qatar, Kyrgyzstan and North Korea. Group B, South Korea are top. Jordan, Iraq are tied for second. Oman, Kuwait and Palestine with the same points. And then Group C, Japan are top. Australia sneaking ahead, but in a three-way tie for second place. With Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, surprisingly, Indonesia and China make up the rest of that group. So fixtures all played on Thursday and then one on Friday and Tuesday. So Australia, Saudi, I think Saudi have just sacked Mancini, haven't they? So they got a new coach coming in. I'm not sure who it is though. If they appointed. News. Mancini leaves Saudi Arabia. Not sure. I gotta think that Saudi Arabia will maybe not win this match. So Australia to win, Iran to win, Bahrain to win against China, Kuwait, South Korea to win, Palestine, Oman, maybe a draw, Iraq, Jordan, and draw, Uzbekistan, Qatar, I think a draw, and UAE, Kyrgyzstan, UAE to win. Indonesia, Japan. Indonesia will try and get a draw, but Japan will win. And then on Tuesday, Japan will beat China. Indonesia will hope to get a draw against Saudi, but Saudi will probably go for the win. Uzbekistan should beat North Korea. Iran to win against Kyrgyzstan. South Korea to beat Palestine. Iraq to beat Oman. Oh, this is a very tough one. This could mean a lot for Qatar's and UAE's chances to get to the World Cup. I'm going to say draw. They're both quite equal. Maybe UAE to win, because Qatar are out of form at the moment. And then Australia to win, but it'll be like really difficult to score against Bahrain, so organised in defence. And Kuwait, Jordan, I think Jordan to win that one. And then the final matches are in March and June. Exciting. Are we going to see a brand new team get to the World Cup in Uzbekistan? Okay, thanks so much for watching the video, and do give me a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and leave me a comment to let me know if you agree with my predictions, and I'll do a video next week with all of the results and fallout